Well,
hear your ideas.
And can I even protrude there, because we talked earlier, I've been doing similar projects, and sometimes I ask, is there something beyond best practice that we don't even know about? Like, yeah, like maybe best practice is this way, but are the limits of our understanding of the scope in which we're doing not represented in the full technological opportunity out there? Can you figure that out?
Right.
I haven't come up with anything groundbreaking yet, but there's every once in a while a little twitch where I'm like, is best practice enough?
Yeah. So with some of the projects I've built, what I've done, because let's say, for instance, OpenAI, its model has a certain way of thinking, and maybe Claude has a certain way of thinking, and many Macs may have a different training background or whatever, Grok or whatever model you're looking at. So let's say if I build something with OpenAI's ChatGPT 5.5, I built an iOS app with 5.5. And then I basically took Claude and I said, hey, I want you to audit this software in this GitHub repo and perform a security audit and find any deficiencies and list them so that I can correct them. So once I got my failing report card from Claude, I then took that list back to GPT 5.5 and said, okay, Jennifer, here's 16 items we need to fix. Basically, tell me if there's any dependencies I need to fulfill before you move forward. She said, no, I can do all of this. I said, great, go for it. When she was done, I then turned back around to Claude and said, time for another audit. Use the same prompt, same audit. This time I passed. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. But I'm going to go to a third model and make sure that, if you refine it through multiple models, you're going to get sharper.
Multimodal.
If you use the same model to audit its own work, it has a bias towards work that it did itself, and it'll tell you, oh, that's great. But what's kind of funny is, and I've watched people test their agents, asking them things like, I'm 100 yards away from the car wash. Should I walk or should I drive? And a lot of AI models will say, oh, it's a great day outside. It's only a couple of minutes walk. You should just walk. Well, obviously, they're not understanding the purpose of going to the car wash. And so, that's one of those good questions you can find out, like, is this AI model really thinking ahead and really understanding, what I'm asking? And I think that people get too tied up into this is how to prompt properly. I see so much bad advice about, oh, this is how you write a prompt. If you're going to use Claude code all the time, maybe that's how you have to do things. But when you have an agent working for you, that's not the way to do things. Well, that's not the way I do things.